I mixed drums without any plugins and sounds like this. Hi, Yu here. So these days, there are mixed-ready drum libraries out there, such as One Kit Wonder or Perfect Drums, which I'm going to use in this video. So, but here's a question. So, are mixed-ready drum libraries truly mixed-ready? So, in this video, I'm going to share with you how to use mixed-ready drum libraries. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so as you can see, I don't use any plugins onto drums. Okay, so let's listen to the drums in solo and sounds like this. Yeah, sounds great. Okay, so now let's listen to the drums in the context again. It sounds like this. Yeah, good. Okay, so now let's take a look at Perfect Drums. As for kit, I used power reference maple and drum snare, Sonor Artist Series bronze, and toms. This is a default DW Collectors maple and floor tom. I didn't use this toms because that song has two toms. Yeah, okay. Now basically I didn't change any cymbals, and also I didn't use any samples onto drums. So then, okay, let's move on to the mixer panel. This is the most important thing. As you can see, so you can change the balance of kick, snare, tom, and so on. Yeah, so basically the mixing is all about balancing. So if the balance is bad, the mix is gonna suck. This is the most important thing to make a great sounding drums. Okay, so in order to get an awesome sound, we have to separate a tons of sound into the three categories. So first one is close, a second one is overhead, and the third one is room mic. But basically the drum libraries support separating that sound, and also the Perfect Drums supports that feature. So for example, you can see this is a direct sound, it's closed mic sound, and also this is overhead and room mic, reverb and effect. But this effects knob is a little bit special. Why? Because it's not balancing knob. So okay, so let's turn up the effects knob of the kick and sounds like this. Yeah, so as you can hear that this effects knob is literally effects knob. As you turn up effects knob, the drums is processed. So I think that this effects knob is applying some compression and EQ, I think. Yeah, so if you use effects knob kind of too much, the sound is gonna be really squashed or super punchy, or yeah, it's gonna be too much. Yeah, so please be careful. Yeah, but basically that's all. So it's really useful, and so that's why this drum library is called a mixed ready. Actually, I said I didn't use any plugins on these drums, so technically I use. Yeah, so this one, yeah, I use this effects knob to apply some compression over EQ and so on. Yeah, so technically I used, but I didn't, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so okay, so let's move on to this overhead and room and close mics. For example, if you send kick room sound onto a room track, yes, this room track is gonna sound yes, room sound, for example, some kind of kick drum room sound, snare room sound, or cymbal room sound. Yes, we can hear all of the room sound at the same time. But I want to separate that kick drum room sound. So in order to do so, we can switch this panel to routing panel. We can send this room sound to aux1, and also we can go to this aux panel to change the output channel. For example, I send this room sound output 3 and 4. If I turn on this solar button, we can hear kick room sound only and sounds like this. Yeah, this is really useful. So, for example, this is a kick drum close mic. Yeah, we can hear only kick drum close mic. So now I use this technique onto every single shell sound. For example, so I separate drums into kick drum close mic, kick drum room mic, kick drum, snare close and overhead room and tom close and tom room, and also hats spot mic and also overhead cymbals and room mic cymbals. Yeah, so I separate into these mics or tracks. Yeah, to balance drums carefully. If you separate drums into like this, then we have a tons of options. For example, if you want to use kind of EQ or compressions onto kick drum room mic, we can use EQ and compressions. Yeah. So literally, and it is really easy. Yeah. So that's why I separate into drums into these tracks. Yeah. And also, as I said earlier, that mixing is all about balancing. So I want to change any sound of the drums individually. So that's why I separate drums into like this. Now we separated drums into like this, so we have a tons of options to change drum sound. Okay, for example, if you don't want to hear drum snare room sound, then we can turn down the drum volume, for example. Yeah, we can change that sound immediately. Even though this drum library is mix ready, I hear some weird sound. Okay, let's use some EQ and compression. So this is a shells bass. So shells bass has literally all of the shell sound on sounds like this. Yeah, in other words, we don't have cymbals in this track, so we can process shell sound only. Okay, so let's use EQ. This is a very easy EQ. This one is around 15 kHz, and this one is 60 Hz. Yeah, sounds like this. Yeah, tiny difference. Now, next one is compression. This one is a really powerful compression. Okay, sounds like this. Yeah, so as you can see, so I applied compression around -3 to 4 dB gain reduction to get some sustain and also to reduce pokey sound of the snare and toms. That's why I use this compressor onto this shells bass. The last one is almost the same. Yeah, sounds like this. Yeah, to reduce pokey sound and to get cohesive sound. Yeah. Okay, so let's listen to this bypassed one and unbypassed one. Okay, sounds like this. Yeah, so difference is really tiny. Okay, so then let's listen to the sound in the context again, and sounds like this. Okay, then let's use effects and sounds like this. as you can see, that so master bus is clipping. So in order to avoid clipping, that I used a free limiter plugin to avoid clipping, and sounds like this. Okay, that's all. So this is literally a mix-ready drum library. So you don't have to do anything. Yeah, so it is really cool. For example, if you are making a demo and then you don't want to mix, so in this case, use this one, then and tweak a little, and then that's all. You can make great sounding demo. Yeah, so cool. Actually, so I want to have a tons of options to change drums. For example, if I use this drums library, that I would use some samples or some compressions, EQ and so on to change the drum sound to my preference, then I would use tons of plugins. But if you don't really like mixing, then yeah, you don't have to do anything. Yeah, so cool. Okay, that's all. So if you haven't subscribed my channel, please subscribe and hit the like button, and then until next time, bye bye.